Alright everybody, Shock16 back once again for the Renegade Master, back once again with another video. Yeah, back with a pickups video. Not PlayStation related for once, because that's kind of what my focus is on at the minute. But yeah, I am still collecting for other consoles as well. Not as much as I used to, but yeah, every now and again when I get enough stuff, I'll put it into a video and you can see the kind of stuff that I am collecting on the side as well. Because as I've mentioned quite a few times in other videos, that my collections are kind of coming to the end now. Yeah, there's only certain stuff that I want for the rest of the collections. Yeah, so they're coming to the end. So yeah, pickups are getting a bit thin on the ground, really. But anyway, I got some items, so I thought I'd make a pickups video. Not done one in a while. So I've got some Super Nintendo stuff, a Mega Drive game, and some Philips CDI games as well. Oh yes, oh yes. And I've also got this to show you, which is not gaming related. So yeah, but I'll tell you why. I picked it up, so I thought I might as well include it in the video as well. So yeah, it's not gaming related. So if you're only interested in the gaming stuff, then go to this time code in the video, and that's where the gaming stuff starts. But yes, for those of you who want to see this pickup as well, then watch on. So yeah, the first thing I picked up was a book, a graphic novel to be precise, and it's called Twisted Dark Volume 1. So yeah, I was watching Into Ghosts, one of Into Ghosts' recent pickup videos. Now Into Ghost does a lot of reading, he's like a big kind of into his books kind of person, and yeah, he's always doing like book pickups. When he does a pickups video, he normally like includes books and stuff that he's picked up as well. And yeah, it's inspired me to start reading again. It makes me sound like I haven't read, like I can't read when I say that, but what I mean is I'm not a big book person. I'm more of a kind of I'll watch the movie kind of person. That's me. I'll watch the TV show, I'll watch the film kind of person. That's me. So yeah, reading kind of goes out the window. I only read when I have to read, basically. Yeah, I've always been like that. Even as a youngster, I didn't really do a lot of reading, apart from graphic novels. But every time I watch his pickup videos and he shows books and stuff like that, it inspires me to get into reading and stuff like that. And I think, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of literature out there that I'm probably missing out of. Yeah, by not reading books and stuff like that. And same thing with films as well. When they've been adapted from a book, most people will say, yeah, it was alright, but the book was a lot better because, you know, for like time constraints and stuff like that, and putting it onto film, a lot gets cut out of stories and stuff like that, so you're missing all the best parts by not reading. So yeah, I thought I'd get back into a little bit of reading, but I didn't want to throw myself in at the deep end and start picking up bloody novels and big storybooks and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I just want to, I mean, start at the shallow end, as I say. Is that even a saying? Do they say that? So yeah, but one of the things Intego showed in his video was this, Twisted Dark. So yeah, this is volume 1. I think there's 6 volumes all together, and I think Interghost has most of them now, if not all of them. And I thought, well, if I'm going to get back to reading, like I say, start at the shallow end and start off with graphic novels again, and that's what this is. So yeah, if you can't tell by the title, Twisted Dark, this has got some very twisted, and why do I keep speaking in that narrator voice like that? But yeah, if you can't tell by the title, it's twisted and dark, but it's not twisted and dark in the way that I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a collection. Oh yeah, because this is like an anthology, by the way. Did I mention that? It's like a graphic novel made up of, let me just look. I can't remember how many it is now. Here we go, professionalism. 11 short stories. So there we go. But I thought it was going to be like twisted and dark, like there was all going to be like 11 kind of horror-ish stories, but it's not like that. There's some really kind of heavy hitting stuff in it. Yeah, it's twisted and dark in a twisted and dark kind of way, but not as you might think. And did I just do that voice again? Fuck off with that voice, man. So yeah, But I'm about halfway through this now, and I will be getting the other volumes as well. So apparently the second volume of this, volume 2, believe it or not, is a little bit lighter in tone. People thought that the stories in this one was a little bit too dark, so the author toned them down for the second volume, but then from volume 3 onwards they go back to being like in the same kind of level of darkness of this one. Yeah, so anyway, so that's a book anyway. So yeah, there we go. Now onto the gaming stuff. Bloody hell, I've spent 6 minutes chatting and I ain't even shown you the gaming stuff yet. So anyway, let's kick off with the gaming stuff by showing you a CD. So that's right, and it's Go Ape. If any of you bought Donkey Kong Country back in the day, you'd notice like on the front it said includes Go Ape CD. And when I bought my copy back, not my, well, a copy back of it, it didn't come with a CD. So for years I've been hunting this down to complete the box, because to me it just, do you know what I mean? It's not complete enough. It's not as I had it back in the day. Back in the day, my copy had the CD with it. So yeah. But so this has been on like save list, is it save list? Save searches, there we go. It's been on my save searches on eBay for years now. And copies do come up all the time, but as everything, you know, it's Nintendo, it's old, so it must be worth fucking billions. Which it's not. Do you know what I mean? And if you knew what was on the CD as well, you definitely know it's not worth the money. So yeah, well, basically one came up at a decent price that I was willing to pay, hence why I have it now. But yeah, if any of you had this CD back in the day, or you have it now, if you've played this, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it's not worth the money. Because, like most people who got this CD with their copy of Donkey Kong Country, they probably thought the same thing I did, that it would be full of like music from the game, like in-game music, like level music and stuff like that. Do you know, a bit like Killer Cuts. If you bought Killer Instinct back in the day on the Super Nintendo, you got a CD called Killer Cuts with it, which was all like the stage music and stuff like that. Brilliant as well. You know, if you ever have a Halloween party and you have that CD, play it in the background, makes great Halloween kind of background music, especially like, I think it's Saber Wolf's and Spinal's music. Great stuff. But yeah, I expected this to be in the same vein as that. I thought it was just going to be music from the game, but it's not. It's just a weird compilation of 8 songs. And it's got like, so it's got Primal Scream, Rocks, Oasis, Diggs' Dinner, Saint Etienne, Hug My Soul, Radiohead, Creep, which I think back in the day was about the only song that I knew on this, Terrorvision, Oblivion, The Boo Radleys, Leaves and Sand, Pop Will Eat Itself, Everything's Cool, and Ride Birdman. So yeah, it's like just 8 random songs, and I don't understand what connection at all any of it has to do with the actual game. So yeah, if I can show you the CD, you probably won't be able to make it out. So there's the CD, there's the front. Can you see it? Lights, glare, probably can't see a thing. But yeah, this CD anyway, it looks brand new, like it's never even touched a CD player. And I can't blame him, because when I got mine back in the day, I literally put it on just to see what was on it. And like I say, it had nothing to do with the game, and mine basically just went back in the sleeve and in the box as well. So yeah, I have bought it just for the completionists kind of thing within me. Because the music itself, well, the CD itself is kind of shit really. The only really song that I like on it is probably that Radiohead Creep song. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I like the songs now, like appreciate some of the songs in it now that I'm older, but when I got that as young, it was not the kind of music I was into at all. So yeah, bag of shit. But it, like I say, it came up for like a really decent price. I was just like, click, I like that. Completes the box, don't it? So that's that. That's, what's it called again? Go Ape. Go Ape. Moving on, sticking with the Super Nintendo, I picked up this. It's Mr. Nuts. Angle it down so you can actually see it. Can you see it? Give it a flip. Yeah. So you can see, pretty nice condition this as well. Really nice condition as well. Don't think it's a big hitter though, even if you don't find it a bargain price. This was kind of, I say it's going to be a bargain price, but then again, I'm not really sure what the going rate is on this. All I know is it was one of the cheaper listings. Yeah, and I just took a punt on auction rather than a buy it now, and I got it. So all boxed and complete. yeah, Mr. Nuts, if you've never played it, it's a nice kind of cute, colourful 2D platformer game where you play as Mr. Nuts, a squirrel, and you can like kind of kill enemies by jumping on them, and you can whip them with your tail and stuff like that, and you can throw nuts at them, throw your nuts at them. Well, hey, acorns, nuts, whatever you want to say. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the best platform in the world, but it looks beautiful. Look up some gameplay of this and see how well it looks though. It is probably one of the best looking platformer games on the system, even though it's probably not one a lot of people talk about or pick up and stuff like that. Yeah, this is one that a friend had of... Fucking hell, get your words out. This is one that a friend of mine had back in the day, and I remember playing it and thinking it was fun. And I've had a little blast on it since I've bought it back, and yeah, it's pretty decent. I reckon it is one of the... It's just like a normal platform. I probably will play it until I either get to a stage where it's just too hard and I can't get past it, or I'll beat the game. Because it is alright, it's alright, mate. It's alright. Again, sticking with the Super Nintendo. And now this is a game that I totally forgot about. My mate used to have this game, and he's the only person that I know who's ever owned this game, like who I knew who had this game. And yeah, I don't know, like, again, it's one of those that you don't see people pick up in like pickups videos or like that. You actually usually have to search for it if you want to find this game. And yeah, it's just one that I remember playing around his house a lot and thinking that's quite good, but the concept of it is fucking bizarre, basically. But yeah, so I'll show you what it is, and it's Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City. And that was another thing, I couldn't remember the full title of this when I was searching for it either. I just knew it was a Michael Jordan game, but I couldn't remember that Chaos in the Windy City bit. So yeah, it gives you Shaq Fu vibes, don't it, from the cover. But it's not like a one-on-one fighting, it's actually a 2D platformer game that just features Michael Jordan as the main character for some reason. So yeah, I think the plot of the game is something like you're off to an event hosted by Scottie Pippen, who's another basketball player if you didn't know, and something like the basketball players all get abducted by some kind of villain randomly, and Michael Jordan has to save the day with his basketballs, because your basketballs are basically your projectile weapons. So yeah, you get like a normal basketball, you get one that's on fire, he is on fire, and you get an ice one, you get one that explodes, and then you get like a boomerang one which like comes back to you and stuff like that. Yeah, so, and scattered throughout the stages as well, you get random like basketball nets that appear, and you have to like slam dunk them, and that's how you get like your power-ups, and you get keys to unlock doors and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a pretty decent game in my opinion. But I was watching a video, that's what reminded me of it. That's how I got the full title, and it reminded me of it, because I was like, shit, that's that Michael Jordan game that I was like looking for years and years and years ago when I first started collecting, but I couldn't remember what it was called. And yeah, in that video, there's like at the end of the video, he mentioned something about, is it Nintendo Magazine or Nintendo Power listed it as one of their top 10 worst games to ever be released on the Super Nintendo. But he said in the video as well, the guy whose video it was I watched, said that's ridiculous. And I agree, that is ridiculous. It's like there's lots of games on the Super Nintendo that are a lot worse. And like, there's some games out there that are absolutely unplayable, aren't there? But this game it's cool, it's alright. It's just a platform, again, it's kind of like Mr. Nuts. It doesn't look as good as Mr. Nuts, but it plays alright. I say it plays alright. Some of the controls can be a little bit jittery and jerky, but once you get used to it, you're alright, you're fine with it. Yeah, not got too far in that game though, but like I said, it's just one that brings back a lot of memories from my mates, going around my mate's house and him having it. God, you wouldn't even believe that I am a native English speaker, would you? But yeah, anyway. So, Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City. Again, if you've not heard of it, look it up and see what you think. So the game that I have for the Mega Drive is a bit of a classic. It is World of Illusion featuring, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. So yeah, a bit of a classic. The one that everybody rants and raves about, praises, should I say, is Castle of Illusion and fair dues, you know what I mean? That game is a brilliant little platformer game, but when it comes to the Mega Drive, World of Illusion is the one that I probably played the most, and that's basically because it's 2-player, isn't it? Yeah, one of you plays as Nicky, one of you plays as Donald, and yeah, the play style is a very different experience from when you play it from single player and 2-player, because they change things, don't they? Because when you play 2-player, you can help each other out, so you can like give each other a hand up. So like if one of you gets up to a level and one of you can like reach down and pull the other one up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a bit different depending if you play it single player or 2-player. I think it's probably best played in 2-player, but it is still fun if you play it in a single player. Yeah, great game, Disney kind of game, so it looks really nice, 2D, classic. Like I say, it's kind of more of the same of Castle of Illusion, but in my opinion, I think I might like this one a little bit better, you know. Might like it a little bit better. And yeah, as you can see, my copy, I don't know if you can tell actually, but yeah, I got this, did I pay 99p for this, or was it $1.99? Basically chucked in a cheeky bid, couple of quid at the most. Might have been 99p, I can't remember now, it was quite a long while since I got this. And yeah, but it's kind of faded. The cover's so I'll show you the cart. It does have a manual as well, but I can't be asked to take it all apart. So yeah, look how dark the artwork is on that. And then look how washed out it is on that. I mean, maybe that is just how it came anyway. Maybe it did. Like the cover probably might have been more washed out than the cart label was anyway, but it definitely does have some fade on it anyway, but I don't know. Yeah, let me know. I don't think it's normally that washed out, is it? So there's definitely some fade, but the auction said it had some fade, and for a couple of quid, I'm not going to complain. So yeah, we'll now end on the Philips CDI. So yeah, some of you might not know that I own a CDI, a Philips CDI, because I never did a video on it when I got it, and I never did a video of the other games that I picked up and stuff like that. I don't know why. I like planned to do a CDI like starting collection, but what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd pick up a few more games for it, and then I might just do a CDI collection, because I have like some magazines and stuff to CDI now and stuff like that as well, and some demos and stuff like that. So I might just do a full, if that's something that you might be interested in, seeing my Philips CDI collection, then that's good. But yeah, the console, shout out to Dan of Colossalvids. You may know him, you may not, but if you watch my channel, you probably know who Dan is. But yeah, and if you've not checked Dan out, then obviously I'll link his channel in the description as well, Colossalvids. Yeah, he actually just gave me a CDI player, so yeah, top banana. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that. I mean, because the CDI is one of those consoles that I've always had like a curiosity about. Like I've always, it's basically like the CDI and the Panasonic 3DO, that kind of era of gaming, I've never had a lot of experience with, so they've always been kind of curiosity. Is that right? A curiosity? That's right, isn't it? I am using the right English there, aren't I? So it's not a console that I would have gone out and bought, basically, but yeah, once Dan gave me one, I've kind of delved into it, and you know what? It gets a lot of hate, this system, and it's not that. I mean, if you're comparing it to other consoles and stuff like that, then yeah, it does come up very short, but you know what I mean? It's not as bad. There is a few good games on it anyway. So yeah, I picked these up, and so let me show you what I got. So this was a bundle. It came with 4 games, but I'm only going to show you 3 for some reason. Yeah, one was a duplicate. It was Space Ace, and I've already got that. It's up there. I can't be asked to show it to you, but it's kind of in the same vein. I think it's made by the same people. It's the same art style and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, So I picked up Dragon's Lair. These all came off the same seller, by the way. Like I say, it was a bundle. So Dragon's Lair and Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp. So yeah, Dragon's Lair, classic arcade game, notoriously hard as shit though. Honestly, this game is balls hard. Yeah, it's kind of like the animation style on this though, it looks beautiful. I've always thought this about Dragon's Lair. It's one of those games where it's mega hard, and it's one of those where you have to react. It's like almost like quick time, so you have a very short time of a prompt to do an action to get past a certain part in the story, because it's like a full motion video and you've got to like a cartoon. It's almost like watching an animated cartoon kind of thing, and you're making the decisions, and if you don't make them fast enough then your character dies and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm sure you've all played Dragon's Lair at some part of your life. You've played this. Yeah, like I say, notoriously hard in the arcades, just as hard on the CDI, but the thing is, because I'm not pouring coins into it, I've got time to learn the pattern, because this isn't really a game of skill. It really boils down to a game of memory in the end. It's just about learning the pattern, learning what prompts you need to enter at the right time. And yeah, but it is, honestly, it's unforgiving, this game. If you're just like a touch too late at pressing like the button or the command on it, you're going back to the start. And yeah, that's why I imagine this just 8 coins, 8 and 8 coins in this was probably one of the biggest money makers in the arcade. Or maybe not, because maybe a lot of people like me who tried to play it in the arcade probably had 1 or 2 goes on it and thought, I'm never playing that game again because I can't get past the first bloody scene of the game. So yeah, anyway, it looks great though on the CDI, just like it did in the arcade. And yeah, I've never played Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp, but like I say, it was part of the bundle and I thought, well, if it's part of the bundle, I'll have it. But yeah, I'm guessing it's just going to be more of the same, probably just as balls hard. But I do like this because look, it comes in a cool cardboard slipcover, this one, which I thought was neat. Yeah, and the other game that came with it in the bundle was Caesar's World of Boxing. A game that I've never played, but from what I can tell, it's a very cheesy, very early 90s cheesy boxing kind of simulator game, which looks kind of terrible. I mean, I don't want to kick it before I've even played it, but do you know what I mean? It looks kind of terrible, and I thought, you know what, like I say, it was part of the bundle, I might as well just, yeah, I might as well just pay for the bundle and get that too. It's another game for the collection, and I thought it might, do you know what I mean, I could always slip this into an episode of Friday Night Fight or something, do you know what I mean? Maybe we can probably have a laugh at it together and stuff like that. It might, but like I say, it might be, yeah, might be a hidden gem. Doubt it. Yeah, and that's it, folks. That is everything that I have picked up recently. So, yeah, I'm gonna go now. Because I've rambled on. I've struggled to speak English as always, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that lot, and I'll see you in next video. Tatty bye.